Welcome to Haunting Harbor TV, where we navigate the uncharted waters of the supernatural. Join us on a chilling journey as we explore the mysteries that lurk in the depths of the unknown. Prepare for a sea of paranormal encounters and haunted tales that will leave you questioning reality. Subscribe and sail with us into the realms of the unexplained on Haunting Harbor TV. Hey y'all, it's been a wild couple of weeks, and I gotta get this off my chest. I'm a regular guy, just minding my own business at school, but something happened that's been keeping me up at night. You might think I'm nuts, but hear me out. So, it all went down in room 303. That place always gave me the creeps, but I had no choice but to take a class in there. The first day, I noticed this weird vibe, like the air was thick or something. People would whisper about strange noises late at night, but I brushed it off. I mean, come on, who believes in that stuff, right? One day, after the bell rang, I was heading to the bathroom, and I swear I saw something in the corner of my eye, like a shadow but darker. I thought it was just stress or lack of sleep playing tricks on me. Man, was I wrong. Over the next few weeks, weird stuff started happening. Objects would move on their own, and I'd hear faint whispers when no one was around. I thought I was losing it, and it didn't help that my grades were slipping. But the real nightmare began one night. I was pulling an all-nighter in room 303, cramming for a test. The silence was deafening, and I could feel eyes on me. I looked around, and that's when I saw it. A figure, shrouded in darkness, standing in the corner. I froze, and my heart pounded like crazy. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. The figure slowly approached, and that's when I noticed a twisted grin on its face. I booked it out of there, leaving my books and sanity behind. The next day, I reported it to the school, thinking they'd laugh it off. But they didn't. They took it seriously. They brought in the cops, and they searched room 303 top to bottom. What they found still haunts me. Hidden in the walls, they discovered a secret room, a tiny space that shouldn't exist. And in that room, there was a shrine of sorts, covered in newspaper clippings, pictures, and the stench of something rotten. It was all about this guy, a student, just like me. The police dug deeper, and it turned out this poor guy was murdered. Brutally. The investigators pointed fingers at the neighbor, some dude who lost his mind due to drugs. The walls between our rooms were paper thin, and he must have heard every study session, every late-night panic attack. I can't shake off the feeling that whatever haunted room 303 was connected to that poor guy's spirit. The neighbor went mad, driven insane by whatever dark energy lurked there. It's like the room itself was cursed, and he became a puppet of its malevolence. I dropped that class, and I avoid room 303 like the plague. But sometimes, late at night, I still hear the whispers. The school hushed it up, but I can't shake the feeling that the darkness is still there, waiting for someone else to fall into its trap. Be careful out there, folks. You never know what's lurking in the shadows of the places you least expect. Hey, it's me again. I couldn't shake the feeling that I needed to dig deeper into what happened in room 303. The school tried to cover it up, but I had this burning curiosity eating away at me. So, I started asking around, talking to students who might have been there longer than me. Turns out, the guy who got murdered was named Jake. He was just a regular student, like you and me. Smart, friendly, the type you'd never expect to get caught up in something like this. Rumor has it, He had stumbled upon something he shouldn't have, some dark secret that led him to that twisted fate. I found an old janitor who had been working there for decades. He had this creepy glint in his eye when I asked about room 303. He mumbled something about a forbidden experiment, a professor dabbling in the occult, and the thin veil between our world and something beyond. I tracked down Jake's old friends, and they spilled the beans. Jake had been digging into the school's history for a project, stumbled upon some old records, and got obsessed with room 303. He believed there was something evil there, something the school wanted to forget. As the investigation went on, they found more about the neighbor too. His name was Mark, a seemingly normal guy who got caught up in a web of drugs and paranoia. The police said he went mad, but I think it was more than that. I think room 303 got inside his head, manipulated him into doing something unthinkable. I started connecting the dots. Jake uncovered the secret, and whatever it was, it didn't want to stay hidden. It drove Mark crazy, forced him to become its instrument. Now, the school was doing everything in its power to bury the truth. But why room 303? What happened there that left a stain on the fabric of reality? I couldn't let it go. I kept going back, snooping around when no one was watching. I found old blueprints of the school, and room 303 wasn't on them. It was like the room didn't exist until recently. The whispers got louder, the shadows darker. I started seeing glimpses of Jake, a tortured soul trapped between worlds. He was trying to warn me, tell me to stay away, but I couldn't. I needed to know the truth. One night, as I sneaked into the forbidden room, I felt a chill down my spine. The walls seemed to close in on me, and the air grew heavy. In the dim light, I saw symbols etched into the floor, ancient and ominous. I stumbled upon Jake's old research, and it all pointed to a portal, a gateway to a realm of nightmares. I don't know how I made it out alive. The shadows glowered at me, the whispers echoed in my ears, but I escaped the clutches of room 303. I'm writing this now, a warning to anyone who hears my tale. The school might want to forget, but the darkness in room 303 won't be silenced. Be careful, my friends. There are places in this world where reality blurs, where the unknown waits patiently. Room 303 is one of them, and once it sinks its teeth into your soul, there's no escaping the horror that follows. Thank you for sailing with us through the haunted waters of Haunting Harbor TV. If you enjoyed our chilling tales and paranormal adventures, don't forget to drop anchor and hit that subscribe button. Dive into the comments to share your own spooky stories or suggest new mysteries to explore. Until our next voyage into the unknown, stay curious, stay courageous, and may the spirits guide you safely. Farewell from Haunting Harbor TV.